The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down at 4, Darnold. Robinson's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, team 6, team 6. Get it.
Darnold from the gun. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a nice spin. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 29 yards. his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll have a first down past the 40, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
On the ready.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 21. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line. 59, 59. Focus, defense, focus.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage. Knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times and made a nice play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Ryan to throw. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, sprint plans.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Sanders, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Darnold. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Darnold from the red zone now. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robert Foster there to make the grab, and the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Ryan now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, South! Let him go!
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is taken at the 23. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Ryan. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Leonard Floyd. Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now! Hey, go!
A first down throw, Darnold being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Set, ready, and too soft. General West. Hey, high 7.
Check.
Now.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 27, Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
54, south.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, watch.
Bravo. Get up.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 31. Darnold, and he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
They'll run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robert Foster, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They toss to Freeman. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, it's Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Down. 18 games. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. 3rd down here. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A gain there of 21 yards. Ryan now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle made there by Takk McKinley. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Bears, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles